welcome to the Geriatric Millennials. This is Jayme.
And this is Beth.
And we are two oldish, youngish ladies talking about some more cringe.
Cringe, baby, cringe.
Oh, you know how I absolutely love and despise these episodes.
Yes. Well, and it's like, you live in a place where you move forward and you don't hold on to cringe.
I really don't.
And
I try not to.
Yeah. And I love to just let it marinate in my soul and have it come up again and again and again throughout my life. So it's wonderful.
Well, I actually have one.
Mm-hmm.
And I can hardly believe I'm going to share this with the world. And whoever is listening, oh my gosh, is right. Beth, I feel like I'm too old for this. Why am I experiencing these things? Okay. So, it's like so dumb. But okay. So I am out and about in the world and I'm doing some grocery shopping.
Okay.
And I'm going through the aisles. I'm not going to tell you which store it is. It's just a grocery store. And all of a sudden, like my stomach is it's not feeling great. Mm-hmm. It's feeling a little...
You got the gurgles?
Like grumbly. Yeah. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to, get in and out. Like just be quick. And I'm like trying to be quick, but then it's getting worse. It's building up. There's pressure. I feel like something's happening and I really think I need to use the bathroom. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, this can't wait. Yeah. Like
worst situation
I'm
ever.
Like, this isn't going to wait. Like, I think I need to take care of this. Mm-hmm. And so, because usually I try to just like hold it until I get home. Mm-hmm. But I was like, okay, I just need to use the bathroom. That's fine. So I ask like, where is the bathroom? Because I don't know. It's a grocery store. I don't shop there that often. And I'm like, okay. So I go to the bathroom and it's a single stall.
Mm-hmm. Great.
Right. Which is great.
Mm-hmm.
And lock the door. And I proceed to, sit down, wipe off the seat or put the cover seat on or whatever.
I was going to say, this is not a squatting, a hovering situation.
This is not a hovering situation because I don't know what happened, but like an explosion.
Is it like a Dumb and Dumber moment?
Yes. Like it was just like
explosive
diarrhea. Like why? I don't know. But I mean, we all can relate at some point in our lives.
Yes.
We've had a horrible diarrhea experience. Mm-hmm. Well, this was one of mine. It happened to be in a public restroom. Okay. This is not the end of the story. Mm-hmm. So I'm just like, holy Toledo. Like what? Okay. Like that was a thing. Like, dang, like I'm really glad that I didn't wait. Mm-hmm. And have, even worse situation. So anyways, it wasn't bad. I'm in the bathroom. I'm like, wow, that was a lot. And I feel a little better. And so I'm like, oh, okay. So I just finish everything. And then I go to flush the toilet.
You didn't do the test flush before you went in there?
Oh, no, I did. It was an emergency. Like it was like immediate. As soon as I got in there, I was like, this is like happening.
Oh no.
Beth.
Broken.
The freaking toilet would not flush. Like it wouldn't flush at all. And I was like, wait, what? Like, why? Like, why isn't the toilet flushing? Like, what the heck? And I'm like, oh my gosh. I'm like, you have got to
like the handle's wiggly.
Like it's not yet. Like nothing's happening. Right. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to check this out. Right. Mm-hmm. So I lift the back of the toilet thing. Mm-hmm. And it's like encased in something. Like there's no access to any
of the parts
to create some kind of solution to this. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do in this situation because I'm like, this is disgusting and horrible. Yeah. And like, I don't want to own this. Like, I don't want to go like ask someone to be like, go see what I'm
lying, 100% lying. Oh, I went to try to use the bathroom. Someone destroyed it. I don't know what happened, but it's disgusting.
You know what?
In there.
That didn't occur to me. Yeah. Because here's the thing is I asked somebody where the toilet was.
They wouldn't remember. You should don't go to that person.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't thinking that fast on my feet. I was just thinking, I am guilty of this.
Oh my gosh.
And I don't know what to do about it. Like, what do? I can't flush this down. Like, it won't go. And I can't fix it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what are my options? Mm-hmm. what were my options?
Walk away.
Well, I proceeded to contemplate what they were and came up with that was pretty much the only one I could think of, and like get out of there as soon as possible because I didn't know what else to do. And I was just, okay, maybe I should have gone to somebody and said like, your toilet's having an issue. Maybe that would have been a little bit more responsible of me, but in that moment, I didn't want to be responsible. I
wanted to walk away.
I was so
with
embarrassed,
my shame.
And I was just like, I don't even remember the last time I had diarrhea. Like, I don't know what was going on or what I ate. I have no idea. It was just like a fluke.
Yeah,
because I wasn't ill.
Yeah,
and here it happened to be in like this single stall, like the only bathroom, the only, and I destroyed it and walked away. I didn't know what else to do. And I was just like, but I was like, I don't even remember if I bought the stuff or if I just like, I think I just got out of there as soon as possible. Yeah. I was like trying to avoid whoever I had asked for the bathroom. Isn't that dumb? Okay. So, and I'm like, okay, it's a poop story. I mean, we've all got poop stories because we're all human beings. It's been a while for me. I mean, I have shared some in the past.
We've had many stories, number 2 stories in cringe.
It's because it's
cringy.
Why is it so cringy? Why is it? I mean, why is that so embarrassing? It is, but why?
I think it's a cultural thing. I just think that we talk about it here in the United States, but we don't. And it's just one of those like shameful things where it's like, if you have diarrhea, that's disgusting. But if you were like throwing up, people are like, oh, you were sick? Like it's a weird thing that we do here. I don't know why.
I don't know. But what I do know is that I had content for this episode immediately. I put a note in my phone. I was like, oh my gosh, this is terrible. But now I can tell everyone, which is, because I'm like always trying to remember my cringe. And then like, it was a good thing I wrote it down because I knew I had kind of like blocked it out again. And then I was like, wait, I know there was something. That's a good thing I had like written it down because I never wanted to think about it again. And here I am like
sharing it with everybody.
Sharing it with whoever's listening. You're welcome, I guess.
I think the biggest takeaway for me is that you're not a troubled stomach girly. Because like...
Not in general. Okay, so...
Because I feel like when you are a troubled stomach girly, like... There's just precautions.
You're more prepared.
You're not more prepared, but you just you do test things. You do things.
What would I have done in that? Okay, let's just say I tested out. It's not going to work. I still was going to happen.
But so I've had that happen. You test it out, doesn't work. I would immediately leave the store and go to a restaurant.
But it couldn't have happened. Like that's what I'm saying.
But that's why. But I'm just saying that's why you're not a troubled stomach girly because your butt muscles aren't strong enough from clenching with all your might to make it to the next place with an appropriate bathroom. So it's amazing. I feel for you.
I don't know that I
really
could have.
hard.
I don't think I could have. Yeah, I think I must have weak butt muscles, butt clenching.
Also, too, when you're a troubled stomach girly, like you
are talking from experience, right?
Yeah, I've always had stomach issues. So it's like I have like an undiagnosed. The doctors are like, could be IBS, could be this. We don't know. I've done all the tests and stuff, and they're just like, meh. And I'm like, thanks. That's helpful. And it's hit or miss on eating and things. So I know that pain of just being like, we have to go somewhere immediately. We have to leave this place, and we have to find a bathroom. I feel so bad for you. That's a real hard place to be.
Well, okay. In some ways, I was really glad it was like single stall because, having somebody walk in and share like.
You're lucky someone wasn't standing outside the door.
Well, that's what I was going to say next was that I was like, what if there's a line of people that are waiting to get into this bathroom and I'm going to leave it like this because I didn't want to. I was really trying to flush.
Yep.
That was not my intention. Oh, it was terrible.
I'm sorry.
And it was.
Thankfully, it was a store you don't frequent often.
I mean, yes, I'm very thankful. If that was a regular occurrence in my life, I would plan better. Like, I would, not that I could control that necessarily, but I don't know, maybe I would do butt clenching.
I just going to say in the future, if you're ever in a situation where you need to use the public bathroom, just do a quick test flush.
Yeah, but here's what I'm saying is even if I would have done that, I would not have been able to make it to another place. I would have had to use it anyways.
But I think sometimes too, our body, when we are stressed like that and something's about to happen and then like you flush and you're like, oh, it's not working. Your brain will be like, hold up. sometimes. It will
Okay,
give you like
okay.
a reprieve because your adrenaline kicks in.
And you're like, nope,
Whoa,
nope.
whoa, whoa, whoa. And then it's just like, okay, the clock has reset. I now have 5 minutes to get out of there. I'm just speaking from my own experience of, I'm not going to make it. And then something happens like, well, I am going to make it now because.
Here's the thing. How often do you use a toilet and it doesn't flush? Like they always flush.
No, Jayme, not in public. I even do that at my friends' houses when I go to the bathroom. Regardless, sometimes if it's an unfamiliar toilet, I like to do a test flush to see like, okay, what's the strength? What is the velocity of things going out? Am I going to need to flush midway through whatever I'm doing? Because some people will just go to the bathroom, put their toilet paper in, do it all in one go. No, absolutely not. So if you're having like,
I have not considered this before. I'm one of those people.
Yeah, no. When people just do it all in one go, I'm like, absolutely not. If you're like having a massive issue, especially in a public bathroom, you're flushing as you're going so that like you have a better chance of nothing ever being left behind and not clogging. Just saying. It is a way of being.
Education for me. I mean, I'm glad I can debrief this with you because I just wanted to block it out and be like, that was a fluke. Never
this is
again.
Really just a lessons learned opportunity.
This is a cringe/educational episode for
like
everyone.
People used to. I remember this was all the way back at like dance team camp. In like, I don't know, I was probably a sophomore or something. And I found like, first of all, if there's public bathrooms, like, so we're staying at dorms and they're like communal bathrooms. I'm like, absolutely not. So the first thing I do, everybody else is keying in their rooms and whatever. I'm walking around the dorms. Where's the private bathroom? Because there's always one private stall. There's usually like an accessibility, accessible bathroom. So I find that stall and then I'm not telling anybody about it. Okay, nobody's going to know but me. So I find like whatever stall is going to be the best to do my business. And I do a flush test. And then again, I'm a big fan of like when I would have to go to the bathroom and do a number 2, I'd always flush as I was going. So I never ran the risk of like clogging the toilet or whatever it was. And I remember one time my coach like came up to me later and she's like, somebody said they heard the toilet flushing a few times. Are you okay? I'm like, I'm fine. Listen. It's a strategy. And I was telling them my strategy. They were like, we get it.
Okay.
Because I think a lot of people have been in that place too, where you use an unfamiliar bathroom or a familiar bathroom. And maybe you ran the toilet paper too much or whatever you used. And all of a sudden now it's not going down. You got to clog. And now I'm like, oh, now I got to try and get a plunger.
Yeah.
Or
no,
this.
Yeah,
no.
So
you got to really.
Well, because I was like.
But there was nothing to plunge in here because the handle was jiggly. So again, I just learned from a lot of really horrible situations to really scout and test toilets. Because it's not going to be me. Not going to be me.
It's not going to be you. Wow, that's great advice. I think I need to take. Okay, here's the thing though. In my experience, so growing up, I physically could not do that in a public bathroom ever. Like if I went on a trip, if I was ever at a camp or whatever, I just would not poop the entire time until I got home. It just, I didn't even consciously make that choice. It's just what my body did.
I think there's a lot of people have travel poo anxiety. I'm similar. Like it's more likely to happen that I'm going to have that travel anxiety of like, oh, I'm not using other bathrooms. But then there's a point when you have IBS symptoms that you're like, how you were. It's like, well, it's this or I crap my pants. And I would prefer not to have that happen again.
Absolutely not.
So,
well, for me, like even, I guess I've gotten better at going out and about if I have to. But generally speaking, like I'll be pulling into my driveway and I'm like, oh, I need the bathroom. Yep. Like it's like my body knows, okay, I'm home and all of a sudden I have
safe.
To go.
Yes.
It's just, I don't know.
I'd prefer it that way, but yeah, it's fine. This is just part of life. And I honestly think it gets worse as you get older. Like A, you just don't care as much.
Well, and certainly
B, you just
cared.
can't.
I did really care though. I mean, in this case, I know what you're saying,
but you don't care. Like if you have to go, you're just going to go because it's like, I'm not going to try and hold this, make myself sicker or like, have a bigger accident. Yeah.
Right. Oh,
it's a trip. Well, thank you for that. Well, speaking of poo, I kind of felt like a piece of poo the other day because, at the beginning of this year, we did, our best of episode and we're giving shout outs to some of the people that have been with us from the beginning.
Yes.
And I had a friend come into town and he and his boyfriend and we went to brunch and stuff and he brought it up.
You didn't mention him?
That I didn't mention him.
Beth.
And I felt so bad because he definitely was like a day one listener. And so, yeah, I'm giving a shout out to my friend David because And I know he's a listener. And I know that he's like a huge supporter and we're great friends. And so
Thank you, David.
Thank you so much. Like
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You know what? I knew I probably left somebody out too. I think we did say, hey, please let us know.
But I didn't think people would. And now I feel bad.
I'm glad you did, David. Thank you.
Yeah. So
thank you for listening to us.
Yeah. I love you so much.
I think I met you once.
Yeah. And
I think I did, right?
Yeah, you've met him before.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fantastic, and I love him. And he was he started off as a youth group kid, and now it's so funny to have these friends now that are in their, I'm like, oh, they're one of my youth group kids. I'm like, they're in their 30s.
Yeah, they're not kids.
Children.
No,
he's a literal doctor.
Yeah.
Like all these kids have houses and kids and spouses and lives and all mortgages and all the things. And I'm just like, oh, my little kid over here. I'm like, they stop. I'm like, I can't help it. They'll always be perpetually like 15 to me or 16 or whatever. But I love him dearly. And so again, I had a great brunch with him. I had a great brunch with his boyfriend, and I love them as a couple. And it was so lovely and wonderful. And, but I just felt like such a heel. I was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot him. So anyway, love you. Yeah. So there's a shout out. And so if I've forgotten anybody else and your feelings are hurt, please don't tell me. I can't handle it. No, it didn't bother me, but it was just funny. Like, oh my gosh, yes. So I felt like it was a very cringe moment for me. Like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So another thing that I can't believe I did, which I actually recorded a video that I was going to post on our Instagram, and then I didn't. Which now I will.
Not?
I will now. But so I was at Home Depot, and I have been working on the house and blah, blah, blah.
Your club.
My Friday night spot. But I'm working on some stuff around the house, and I was in the drywall aisle because I'm working on some different things. And I was talking to one gentleman, and he was helping me. And then there's this other guy that kind of helped me with a couple things, older guys, like 60s or something like that. Anyway, and so the guy that helped me the most, like, I was like, bye, man, thanks. And then this other guy had helped get something down off a shelf, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so he's standing by this giant pile of drywall that's been like added to a cart. So I'm thinking, oh my gosh, that looks like a horrible task. Like, this man is getting all this drywall to do this big project. He's in like workman clothes, like, you know, like the Cartwright jacket, like somebody that clearly does, work. And he's like kind of grabbing some stuff. And I said, oh yeah, thank you again. And he's like, no problem. I'm like, yeah, good luck with your project. He says, I'm not here for a project. I'm working on the displays. Like, he was like some kind of vendor that was like working on his displays. I'm like, oh, that's much easier. And he looks at me, he's like, work is work. And I'm just like,
okay, sir.
Sorry. And I just felt like so bad. Like, I was like, I did not mean to make it feel like you weren't doing work. I thought you were installing 50 drywall pieces. I don't know, wall pieces. Yeah. So I was just like, that seems horrible. And anyway, you could just tell by his face, he was just kind of like, he didn't say it in a mean way. He said it in a way as like, no, my role is valid too. And I'm just like, oh my gosh. So then I felt horrible. And then he left, and I was like, did I try to find him in the parking lot after I checked out? Obviously, because I was like, sir, I just want to make sure I wasn't trying to imply that your work isn't valid. And then I'm like, why am I freaking out about this man? And I'm like, just calm down. And I'm just like, I was so distraught. I mean, also, like, I think there's a lot of stresses in the world, and sometimes because there's so much we can't control, the little things like this will get to me where I'm just like, will ruminate on it, because I'm like, I can't control a lot of things, and there's a lot of things to be upset about. And then stuff like this happens, and my body's like, let's use this as our release.
Yeah.
And so I got home, and I was just still kind of reeling. So I'm standing in my garage, and I'm just whispering into my camera, making this video talking about this story.
I want to see it.
I'll post it on our stories. But it was just like, I was so cringed out, and I felt so bad. And I'm like, I hate this.
And you know what? He probably never gave it a second thought.
He walked away. He's like, goes to his next job. He's just on to the next thing. And I'm sitting here like, I've made this man that is a grown ass man.
Yeah.
That is in his late 50s, early 60s, feel so incredibly bad. He's probably crying in his truck. Like, that's where I went. This man now feels like he has been demolished as a human, and just all just crazy stuff.
Yeah, which I'm sure
absolutely did not happen. And I'm like, okay, we are feeding way too much into this, and we need to let it go. And I'm just like, I think I'm just really upset about life.
Yeah.
So anyway, if you catch me crying at like any home, improvement stores, just know it's not about that. It's about the bigger picture of the world. But yeah, it was awful. So anyway, it's so fun to feel cringy and awkward. I love it so much.
Don't
It's
we
so
all?
good. It's so fun.
Oh my god.
There's nothing better than just like leaving a situation and being like, oh gosh, that was so awkward.
Yeah.
So.
It's great.
If you're enjoying the podcast and would like to support the show, you can share episodes with your friends and family, follow us on Instagram at the Geriatric Millennials, or leave us a positive review and rating, all which help us to grow. Our theme music was created by the Finley Ghost. Check out their latest album now. Thank you so much.